So welcome back, everybody, to the Longulf Slam here in Weybridge. It is the time for the women's final now. Melanie Barker up against Stasia Rumyantseva. And, well, Mikey, Melanie Barker really come from nowhere. Hasn't played too much touch tennis in her career, whereas Stasia, very seasoned on the touch tennis tour and possibly the favourite coming into this one.
Yeah, it's right up for grabs, this. Could go either way. And it is a very, very big opportunity for one of these two players to win a big title. Get that on their CV. It's been a tough day. They've really had to work hard to get to be the last two standing. And will it be either Barker or Rumyantseva with the prize at the end of this match?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ladies' final
she's won
between Mel Barker
a few tournaments as Stasia.
To my right.
Couple this year. She won the Women's Masters Series event in Portsmouth. She also won the Belgian Open Women's event as well back in April. And we're just about to get started. They're just completing their warm-up. Melanie Barker and Rumyantseva.
Tall player, Rumyantseva, 5'9", and I think she could use that height to her advantage today. Melanie Barker, very good player, 5'1".
Yeah, you can see now the court down Melanie Barker's end, covered in shade as well, which I'm sure the players will appreciate. Just a little bit of respite from the sun, which has been belting down from early this morning, about 10 o'clock this morning. The players arrived and started getting underway. So it certainly has been a long day. But it is Rumyantseva and Barker who have made it through to the final.
And play.
And by the looks of it, it is going to be Stasia Rumyantseva to get this final started.
Love 15.
Very, very good player, Rumyantseva. She's currently the #1 women's singles player on the circuit. In terms of everybody, she's number 35 in the open rankings. So she is coming into this with real pedigree.
15-30.
And she will fancy her chances, but Melanie Barker, she's a real fighter. We've seen that a lot today. And it's been a positive start, this. Good return. And just giving Rumyantseva the runaround. So this is a super start from Barker now.
Yeah, no signs of nerves at all here from Barker. I think possibly a few people thought maybe a little cagey, a little nervy early on. Rumyantseva very used to this setting, playing on the big centre court with plenty of people watching. But it is Barker who started the best. And the serve into the net, and it's Melanie Barker with the early break. Perfect start.
First game
in this final.
Yeah, you call outs. Yeah, if I see it was definitely in, then I'll overrule it. Yeah, but always call your own lines.
Yeah, it is a super start, this.
Yeah.
Shooting out of the blocks there, Barker. Can she back it up with a good service game here?
Well, great rally. All credit to Barker, who made Rumyantseva really work for that point. I think Rumyantseva probably thought she had it with a little drop volley, but good pace from Barker to get up to the ball.
It is a big part of her game. She's an excellent mover around the court, Barker. We saw that there. And I think we're seeing here the serve isn't the biggest weapon.
15-30.
But some players, yes, they do go for that big serve and try and get on the front foot right away. But Barker knows it's not her strength, and perhaps she just wants to get the point started, because that's when she comes into her own, when we get into a rally situation. And just like this, we're involved now, and that's a shame on the backhand side.
15-40.
Clear game plan here from Barker.
Yeah, well, ultimately, you don't really win a huge amount of free points on your serve in touch tennis, because it's so difficult to hit winners. You're not going to hit too many aces, and you're not going to also hit too many return winners. So I think Barker is aware of that. But a poor service game there. Gives the break straight back. 1 game all now.
Love 15.
Good depth from Rumyantseva there. Giving Barker enough time to sort her feet out, just to stab that backhand slice back. Seems to be warming to the task though now, after a reasonably slow start. As Mikey said, Rumyantseva ranked the #1 woman in the world. She's 35th overall in kind of the open rankings, whereas Barker down at 379th in the open ranking. She's the 43rd ranked woman, but I think those stats are a little misleading. Certainly a better player.
And Rumyantseva, she's made quick work of that. She has only been playing a couple of years on the touch tennis circuit. Joined the organisation in August 2016. So yeah, she's flown up the rankings at the age of 28.
Favourite shot is the serve as well. Certainly hits it with confidence. That's a poor miss though. Also got a little distracted with the net cord from Rumyantseva. Couldn't quite adjust to it. She's used to winning though. Women's tournaments is Rumyantseva. It becomes a habit.
Deuce, deciding point, receiver's choice.
Her previous shot was just long.
Deuce side.
Just away.
A lot of the early rounds touch tennis tournaments, they are very reliant on trust. Players have to
Miss Barker.
Call the decisions themselves. As Rumyantseva nets, and it's yet another break. So 3 games and 3 breaks of serve. It's Barker who leads 2-1.
Yeah, over to you, Barker. Can we get our first service hold? We're looking to find more serves here because there were a few that just went awry, and that's not a great start. It is a bit tentative from both players. It is, of course, the final, the showpiece, and I think there are 1 or 2 nerves there. Just need to shake it out. There's a trophy to be won here, as that one is just away.
15-all.
That was close. Rumyantseva asking the question, but it is obviously down to trust. I think it was just out. Does go the way of Barker.
You can see Rumyantseva now just trying to be a little more aggressive on that Barker serve. She knows that it's very tentative, very cagey, and is there to be hit, but at the moment she's just snatching a little bit on the return. Need another ball as the ball just came by my feet.
Yeah, it came into the commentary box here, that ball. So, thrown it back.
Yeah, she's definitely getting more aggressive on the return of serve now, Rumyantseva. Said it's difficult to hit winners off the return, but you can certainly hurry your opponent up. That's what she's doing at the moment. Laying up another break.
Out.
Great depth again, right on the baseline.
40,
forcing
30.
the error, and it is more break points. Apologies, it was called out, certainly looked in. And that one certainly is wide.
Barker.
So a good hold from Melanie Barker, the first hold of this final. And somewhat surprisingly, does go the way of Barker, who leads 3-1 now.
$15 love.
Still the two men's semi-finals and the men's final to come as well. Just finishing off, you can just see in the background their players still doing battle.
Out. 30 love. $40 love.
Yeah, nice game this from Rumyantseva, just to try and settle down.
Game.
Yeah, got it right on the edge of the line. Nice injection of pace from Rumyantseva, and that's her most comfortable service game so far. So stays the one breakdown. Barker will be serving for the opening set at 3-2.
Yeah, it's good that both players now have a service hold in their pocket. Something to cling on to and to push on. I have to say, this is a very positive start from Barker, and it's turning into more than just a start. First set is up for grabs now. Look at that. It's been standout sunshine all day. When will this stop, Adam?
I know.
2 weeks of this.
Just got back from Portugal. It's hotter here than it was
Don't waste your money.
on the Algarve. I know, it did feel like a waste of money. But Barker serving for the first set. That's lovely. Best point that she's constructed so far, Rumyantseva. Possibly a little frustrated with how this first set has gone. See plenty of people behind there trying to watch this final.
Yeah, it is a fantastic home for this event here in Weybridge. It's good depth.
15 all.
I think it might just have taken a slightly awkward bounce. Rumyantseva caught out there. Well, that got the treatment it probably
15,
deserved,
30.
that serve. Yes, Barker needs to get it into play, and she's struggling to do that. But Rumyantseva's too good a player to pass up that opportunity. Once again, piling the pressure on herself.
15,
that
40.
won't get it done at all. That will not cut the mustard in this final.
Yeah, she was a little cagey early on, wasn't she, on the return, but I think now it's clicked that it is just there to be hammered away, and that's what she's doing. She has break points to get back on serve. Yeah, it's a really good couple of games. First of all on serve, and then the return. And just like that, it is 3 games all, and perhaps Melanie Barker will look back on this first set as the one that got away. You feel as though it's more important for her to win this first set than her opponent.
Out.
Yeah, it's interesting this. It really is a clash of 2
15 love.
styles. We're seeing Melanie Barker. She is the more cautious player. She will look to try and keep the rallies going and win with a good defensive organisation. But Rumyantseva really going after the shots, and we're seeing a more expansive game from her. Who can come out on top, we'll see. But right now, it's neck and neck. This first set, 3 games all.
That's a little wild.
30,
Rumyantseva slowed down that first serve there, possibly a little cautious and tentative after missing the opening serve on the previous point. Didn't want to gift her opponent back-to-back errors off the serve.
30 all.
So this now becomes a big point. 30 all, 3 games all. That's wild.
40-30.
Bit of a gift for Rumyantseva, who's been behind really throughout this first set, but now has the opportunity to edge in front at the crucial moment. Which she does. It's another error from Barker. And Rumyantseva now just 1 game away from taking this opening set. She leads by 4 games to 3.
Yeah, I think that game tinged with a little bit of frustration, disappointment for Melanie Barker. And she has surrendered the lead. She was serving for this first set, but suddenly Rumyantseva has the chance to do just that. And in the last couple of games, Rumyantseva has just showed why she is one of the best in the world.
There's the feel.
Out.
You just feel as though Rumyantseva is going to get really aggressive behind
15 love.
these returns in this game. Try and get it done. Otherwise, we are heading to a tie-break.
Really attacking the serve here. Does make it difficult for Barker. Gets in her mind. She knows she has to do something with the serve. How's better?
30 love.
Well constructed point.
Love.
And again, just going after it.
$40-15.
Working hard just to level things up here, Barker. Oh, that's so good.
Huge. Couple of big
40,
forehands
30.
from Rumyantseva, and then the backhand winner. Too good there. Oh, what about that for a return?
Deuce.
Return of the
Decided
match
point,
so far.
receiver's choice. Add side.
And it does indeed bring her up a set point. Which she gets. It was a slow
first
start
set,
to
Miss
this opening
Rumyantseva,
set
5
by
games to 3.
Rumyantseva, but she just got better and better as it went on. And she takes that first set by 5 games to 3 in the end.
Yeah, absolutely right, Adam. It was a slow start from Rumyantseva, and she'll be the first to say it. But just built her way into that set, and in the end, too hot to handle, and does pip Barker to the post. 5 games to 3, and well, it will be interesting to see now what Barker is made of. Can she really kick on and recover in this final? Perhaps she has already gone above and beyond her expectations here today, but now that she's in the final, in the last 2, she will have every intention of getting her hands on the trophy. It stands just on the side of the court here, this centre court. Fascinating to see where this will turn next as Rumyantseva does get it started once again. She'll be looking for a fast start in this second set.
Love 15.
Lots of hustle and bustle around this wonderful complex. Marcus Willis in the background, just enjoying his watching brief here.
Out.
Love to do a little too much with that forehand. Women are playing best of 5 sets as well, just to let you know. Of course, normally the women just continue to play best of 3, but not here. It is a true test of both skill and endurance.
And the serve has got walkabout here.
Yeah, not a good start.
Rumyantseva.
1,000 ranking points on offer to the winner of this one. 700 for the runner-up. Walk away with a big £50 in their pocket as well, the winner.
15-40.
Yeah, overcooked, but
Game. Miss
yeah,
Barker.
there was a few wayward ones there from Rumyantseva.
First game, second set.
Don't mind those misses. She is going for the points. She's going for those big shots, and that's how she had success towards the end of the first set. So I don't think she'll mind too much a few of those misses, as Barker does claim that the first break of this second set.
Love 15.
And Rumyantseva knows that she can go for those big shots, because Barker is at the moment handing too many free points on serves like that. Yeah, that's in. On the line.
She's not trying to do anything different with her serve here, Barker. Just thought she may try and inject a little more pace in it in this second set after seeing some of the returns from Rumyantseva in the first set, but it is still the exact same serve, the exact same pace. That's why Rumyantseva won't be too concerned if she does get broken, because she knows that Barker's serve is just there for the taking, really. Break points here to get back on level terms.
15-40.
Yeah, just missed that one. But with break points galore, why not have a go at something like that?
No, don't go for a drop shot.
Yeah, it's too good from Rumyantseva.
Miss
Breaks
Rumyantseva.
immediately back. Back on serve we go in set 2. One
One
game all.
Second set.
Familiar look of Stasia Rumyantseva with the socks pulled all the way up to her knees. Always the same.
Love. Love. Love.
Slightly heavy hands from Barker with the volley there. Maybe Maybe a little too much pace on the ground stroke from Rumyantseva.
40-15.
Don't mind missing that serve when you're 40 love up. A little more comfortable now, I think, for the fans. A bit more shade surrounding this complex here in Weybridge.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
40,
everyone's
30.
pretty happy it is cooling down out there. I have to say, I think Rumyantseva's looked pretty ice cool today. Hasn't really seemed to let the heat affect her. If it is, she's hiding it well.
That's a poor return.
Game.
Just slowed the
Mr.
serve down
Rumyantseva.
there, did Rumyantseva, and Barker will be disappointed that she's netted.
Mr. Rumyantseva leads
And again,
2 games to 1.
Rumyantseva
Second
coming
set,
from
and by
behind.
1 set to love.
And now leads by 2 games to 1.
Just about doing enough at the moment, Rumyantseva. Barker trying to play catch up once again, 2-1 down. Serve doesn't find the target.
Love 15.
Good work around the net.
Love 30.
Actually, I haven't seen either player come to the net too much, and Rumyantseva does it really well there. Great hands, and, well, eyes just lit up there, Barker, as she tried to play that shot down the line. Doesn't quite get it right, and these are big chances again here for Rumyantseva.
She's got a big wingspan at the
Love
net as
40.
well, does Rumyantseva. Obviously, being 5'9", quite difficult to actually find a pass, and here are some big opportunities here. Love 40. Yeah, beautifully done.
Mr. Rumyantseva.
And Rumyantseva is now just a game away from taking the second
3
set.
games to 1.
In cruise control out here.
Yeah, that was class.
Out. Love 15. All. Thirty, 15.
Yeah, too big, too much power from Rumyantseva. And she has set points again. This match is fairly swiftly getting away from Melanie Barker after a really good start.
Yeah, just away,
40,
going
30.
after it. Yep, 2 sets down for Barker. This will be a tough comeback. Mountain to climb.
Out.
It's wide.
Game.
And Rumyantseva
And
is in
second set,
complete
Mr.
control
Rumyantseva.
out here at the Longulf
4
Grand
games to
Slam.
1.
She's just 1 set away from lifting
Mr.
the
Rumyantseva
trophy.
leads
5-3, 4-1.
15 love. 30 love.
It's fired away.
30-15.
Huge forehand from Rumyantseva. Just get the sense now that she might be running away with it. She can see the finish line. I think the spirit just being broken here of Barker. It's been a great effort today.
30 all.
She made another one there as well, right onto the baseline. Imperative here, you sense, for Barker to hold serve.
40-30.
Oh, what an angle that she's found there.
Deuce.
One of the best forehands of the match from
Decided point,
Rumyantseva.
receiver's choice.
Yeah, you can see what it means to her as well. Able to generate a lot of top spin there.
Add side.
Whips it away. And this is a big opportunity.
Trying to do
Game.
so much with
Miss
that
Barker.
forehand, possibly a little carried away by the previous forehand that she won. But it has a really good hold from Barker.
Miss Barker leads
Really
1
would
game
begin to
love.
fear for her
Third set.
if
Miss
she got
Rumyantseva
broken there.
leads 2 sets to love.
Nice hold though to start off this third set.
Yeah, very, very important there for Barker, and it's good to see that she's grinning away to somebody. She very much still believes she's in with a shout here. She's got some support.
It's going to be interesting to see how these two cope with the best of 5 as well. Neither of them would have played too much touch tennis best of 5. They normally just do the best of 3 sets. Who'll cope best with the fatigue that it possibly will cause.
15 love. Right.
That's nice. Good change of direction there from
40
Rumyantseva.
love.
Just thought it was going to be the cross court, but at the last minute, nope. Back to the backhand you go.
30 love.
Lots of matches going on all around the courts. Doubles action at the top there, you can see.
30,
Well
15.
underway now, that tournament. Might be playing deep into the evening, the doubles.
Out.
That was out.
30 all.
So half a chance here at 30 all. She's led by a break in each of the first 2 sets as Melanie Barker failed to go on and win either of them, and that's out as well.
30, 40.
Really good opportunity here for Barker.
Deuce.
Yeah, it was called out.
Siding point, receiver's choice, deuce
So
side.
that is a deciding point.
And a very big point at the start of this third set.
Oh, what a backhand
Miss
from
Rumyantseva.
Rumyantseva. Under pressure at deciding point.
game
She
all.
manages to find one of the backhands of the match and is able to hold serve. 1 game all.
That's a wonderful strike. Backhand of
Love
real
15.
quality at a huge time in this third set. Able to find it right on the money. And again, it's just another gut punch, another hammer blow there for Barker. But time and time again, we've seen on the big moments,
15 all.
Rumyantseva able to step up to the plate. There will be a few more big moments coming up in the next 20 minutes, half an hour. Can Melanie Barker just mount a comeback here?
Well, that's good depth from Barker. Something we haven't seen too much
30,
of
15.
from her today. Rushing her opponents, it's more often than not been the other way around.
Forty, 15.
Can't blame the players for trying to keep these points as short and sharp as they possibly can. Don't want to really being embroiled in really lengthy rallies in this heat.
Game, Miss
Very
Barker.
comfortable hold again, not the
Miss Barker leads 2
greatest
games to
of
1.
return games from
Third
Rumyantseva.
set.
And it's Barker who leads 2-1 in this
Rumyantseva
third
leads
set.
2 sets to
Good
love.
to see. I also like to see the celebration from Barker. Seems to have renewed optimism, enthusiasm in this third set. She will know that Rumyantseva might just be thinking about closing this out, but it's never easy to win a touch tennis match or a tennis match, get over the line. And Barker, well, can she just play on the mind of Rumyantseva? As late afternoon is very much drawn into early evening here now. It's a very nice time of day.
Yeah, you'd expect conditions just to become nicer and nicer, really, as the evening draws on. When the Open final gets underway in, I don't know, an hour, 90 minutes or so. Probably the nicest time of day to actually play.
15 love.
Leatherborough and Clark versus Beadle and Mays, course 7.
Fifteen all.
Needs to remain focused here, Rumyantseva. Wants to get this done in straights. Doesn't even want to give Barker a glimmer of hope of getting back into it.
Out.
Serve has just gone AWOL a little bit as well, giving
15,
Barker a
30.
few cheap points.
Yeah, definitely getting a little bit nervous here, a little bit cagey. Would be a big title for Rumyantseva, and it's just giving Barker a lifeline. She'd love to grab it with both hands. That's,
30 all.
I think, just out.
Yeah, it was just long.
Out.
Drops
30,
wide,
40.
it is indeed Melanie Barker with a couple of break points. Got to hand it to her. She could well have just got her head down after losing that second set 4-1, almost thrown in the towel. Anything but. She's come out fighting. And that's long
Game,
as
Miss
well.
Barker.
And it is Barker once again,
2 games
just
all.
like in the previous sets, who gets the
Correction.
first break.
Barker leads 3 games to 1.
And she will now serve for it to try and take us into a fourth.
Love 15.
It is as easy as that at times for Rumyantseva.
Yeah, it is, but it really has been a topsy-turvy set, this, from Rumyantseva. Didn't expect to see it. It looked nervous, a little bit cagey, a little bit
30.
tight, I think, particularly on that serve. Melanie Barker with a poor serve there, and, well, can she get this set in her pocket and take us to a
Barker
four?
can't afford to do. When you serve like that, you can't really afford to be missing it. Another Beautiful return from Rumyantseva, and
15,
in a
30.
matter of about 30 seconds, she has breakback points.
It was actually long, I think.
Oh,
It was,
yes.
yeah, it was very close,
Just
but
confirmed it.
I think it's been called out, so it's just away for Rumyantseva.
Lovely hands.
15, 40.
Showing that she has that deft touch as well in her game. Not just the big ground strokes that she possesses. So now she does have break points. And now she breaks.
Game.
And back on serve again in this third set. It's still Barker in front, leading by 3 games to 2.
Miss Barker leads 3 games to 2. Miss Rumyantseva leads 2 sets to love.
So can she level things up here, Rumyantseva, to get us back to even Stevens, 3-all.
Craven and Prosser, Brown and Eason.
Oh, well done. Sure what Barker was intending there. Almost seemed to move out of the way of it.
Very polite. After you.
Out.
I certainly feel as though this match
30
is
love.
on Rumyantseva's racket. Hers to win or lose. Oh, wonderful pass
40 love.
from Rumyantseva. We've seen some highlights today from her, and that is right up there.
And once again, you see that reaction, that celebration as she just claws back and has the chance to level things up here. Just able to go to another gear so easily, Rumyantseva. That's a nice touch from Barker.
40, 15.
But she may just have left it a little late in this game. It's happening time and time again, a really similar set. Barker seemed in control, but Rumyantseva coming back here.
Yeah, it's too big, it's too powerful.
Rumyantseva.
It's too good from Rumyantseva.
all.
And she levels up this third set. 3 games all now. An important service game here for Barker. That is not the start that she
Love
wanted.
15.
Again, if you're going to serve like that, you really can't afford to be missing them, especially at this stage in the match. It's just a gift for Rumyantseva.
Out.
And that's a gift for Barker.
15 all. Out.
Yeah, just away.
15,
Serve is
30.
time and time again let her down. And if this doesn't go her way, it's something to work on, certainly. So the rest of the game is in fine order.
Yeah, it's
15,
a stunning
40.
return. And Rumyantseva has break points again to turn yet another set around. Another big
Game.
return.
Miss Rumyantseva.
And in a couple of moments' time, it will be Rumyantseva
Miss Rumyantseva
serving
leads
for the
4
match,
games to
serving
3,
for the championship.
And by 2 sets to
She
love.
leads 4-3 in this third set.
Love 15.
Snatchy with that backhand. Finishing line in sight.
I like that from Barker,
Love
coming
30.
forward. Just showing her opponent that she's still very much in this. Aggressive, attacking, good intent. There we go, love 30. Some pressure on the shoulders of Rumyantseva.
Missed it again.
Love 40.
Bit of a shake of the head from Rumyantseva. She knows she's put in a pretty poor game here, serving for it. And it looks as though we're heading to a tie break. We are indeed. She went for the big serve out wide.
4 games
She has
all,
missed
tie
it, and it is 4 games all. So a tie break needed to separate them here.
That was just a little bit all over the place, that game from Rumyantseva. It does give Barker a chance here. First point always important in a tiebreak. Set the stall out.
Out.
Yeah, missed the return, just long.
1-0. Miss Barker.
Well, went for it.
1-1.
Aggressive play from Barker, trying to take that backhand up the line over the highest part of the net. So gets that little mini break back, does Rumyantseva.
Oh, very good
2-1.
focus from both players on a big
Rumyantseva.
point there, because there was a ball that flew across from the other court. It didn't break stride at all, and Rumyantseva comes through that big point.
Yeah, it was a good pick up on the half
Miss
volley.
Rumyantseva.
Decided to
Change
retreat
ends.
back to the baseline as well, Rumyantseva, rather than staying forward. Little awkward one there, and Barker will be disappointed to have missed the next one.
Yeah,
3-2.
didn't get a hold of that
Miss
at all.
Rumyantseva.
Where is this going to go? It's crunch time in this third set.
Out.
And that is out as
3-all.
well. So 3-all now.
Four, 3. Miss Rumyantseva.
That was just a tired looking forehand, that from Barker.
So big point here.
Game.
It was a slow
set.
serve. It got the treatment.
2018 Ladies Singles Champion,
And
Miss
the
Stasia
women's number one,
Rumyantseva.
Stasia
3 sets to love.
Rumyantseva, adds yet another trophy to her collection. She's won twice already coming into Weybridge.
5-3,
Well, make
4-1,
it a third
5-4.
here. A thoroughly professional performance, and she gets the job done in straight sets. 5-3, 4-1, 5-4. Rumyantseva is your champion.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. from Rumyantseva. Just always slightly had the edge in this tussle. And Barker, well, I think she had moments where she could have taken it on and given Rumyantseva a real challenge today, but just to let Rumyantseva back in at crucial moments. There was that lack of killer instinct, I think, from Barker today, but she showed some really good stuff, not just in this final, but in this performance throughout the day.